Salibonani. Linjani. Mina engikhulumayo nginomqhele Siziba, ngivela eYouth Invest. Ukuthi siqalise iprogram yethu ngizacela okhululekileyo ukuthi asikhulekele. Siyabonga. Ngizaqalisa ngokuthi ngili-explainele ukuthi who is Youth Invest or what is Youth Invest. Youth Invest is a non-governmental organization which works with young people between the ages of 18 and 35, and we focus on entrepreneurship and civic engagement capacity building projects. So I'm sure most of you abalapha lama projects athize could be business or social enterprises eliwenzayo. That's why libuyile ukuthi lizokuzwa ukuthi kanti abantu be Youth Invest basiphatheleni. So in our projects we conduct seminars our entrepreneurship, then siyenza lama workshops. And then because nxa sisebenza labantu sijayela ukuzwa abantu besibuza besithi so vele njoba liyi Youth Invest siliyasipha yini imali yokuthi iphathise ama projects ethu. So yikho namhla sibone kufanele ukuthi sibuye lapha eNkulumane okule economic activity eningi lapha koSekusile and surrounding areas ukuthi lina njengama entrepreneurs likwazi ukuthi lixoxisane lalaba abalama funds akhona for ama projects enu. So today we partnered with EmpowerBank, abanye lijayele we refer to as youth bank ngoba basebenza kakhulu labantu abatsha ukuthi babuye bazos explainela how they work, and also ukuthi basitshele ngama loan facilities that they have, and most importantly they are going to teach us how to write their business proposals. Ngoba nti liyakwazi ukuthi nxa ufuna loan vele kuyamela usubmit i-business plan yakho, and ungahamba e-town uzafika lapha unomqhele TV si 200 bond ukuthi ngikubhadele i-business plan liyana. But lapha thina sibuyele EmpowerBank so that it empowers us on how to write these plans, because iplan wena oyibhalileyo uyakwanisa ukuthi uyi-implement. Ngoba mina ngiza ukuthi mina vele ngigcwele lama business plans ami mana ngikuphele then i-loan sebekupha susihluleka lapha ukuthi u-implement imali ugcina uyidlile, then ukuthi manje uyibhadala njani imali so that the next person or young person la yakwanisa ukuthi athole i-loan liyana sokuhlupha. So today EmpowerBank is as trainer la ukuthi sibhale njani ama proposals, and then part of this project siyenze in such a way ukuthi in as much as sibuye namuhla we want to come back again next month, then sihlangane lana. That's why abanye ade besibuza ukuthi why are we registering at the back. I reason ukuthi now that we have your contacts and ama addresses enu sesilakho ukuthi sikuthumezele i-message and sithi hi Zibani, hi Donald, adu khona lapha emhlanganweni weNkulumane sizaphenduka futhi maybe mhla ka 20 April. So nxa adusubhalile i-business plan yakho ubuye layo, kumbe nxa kukhona okuhluphayo sibuye sizoncedisana, ngoba ekucineni sifuna ukuthi from khonapha igroup yethu nxa athiwa sihlulekile asithole nini even 10 proposals azahamba. Ngoba nthi labantu singathola the 10 proposals abantu labana bethole ama loan kusasa sesisithi thina sahamba ku project liya bas trainer and ngathesi sitholile ama loan, lo munye umuntu la isezaba inspired ukuthi okay so into le iyayenzakala mana lami ngi-apply. Kuyazwakala? Okay, so nxa kuzaba kulembuzo nge-Youth Invest I think singabe sixoxisana siya phambili, but okwakathesi ngizabiza uNtokozo we-EmpowerBank ukuthi azo-introduce i-team yabo abahamba layo, and then if anyone is uncomfortable nge-language esiyisebenzisayo please feel free ukuthi ukhulume ukwenzela ukuthi sisebenzise ulimi esizathi nxa sisuka wonke umuntu ezwisisile. Ngiyabonga.
Thank you Nomqhele Linjani. My name is Ntokozo Ndebele. Njengobe Chilo, I'm from EmpowerBank. With me today is Colin Banda. He's our loans officer, so he's the right guy to ask all your questions today. And then I'm also with Donald. He's also a loans officer as well. So these two gentlemen are here to talk to us and make sure that we fully understand what EmpowerBank is all about and how you as an individual are going to benefit from EmpowerBank. Correct? Okay. So njengoba echile uNomqhele, please feel free if you feel like you didn't understand something that you may need us to re-explain, or if you're not comfortable with the language that we are using, we'll try and use other languages, mostly Ndebele, Shona, in English. Correct? Okay, so I'll just give you a brief background of EmpowerBank, who we are and where we are going, what we wish to do in the community. Okay, so EmpowerBank is a deposit-taking microbank which is owned 100% by the government of Zimbabwe under the Ministry of Youth. So this is why we are here today addressing you, the youth, because this is the bank for the youth, right? Just like the name says, EmpowerBank, we are here to empower you. We realize that there is a gap in community. A lot of people are seeking financial assistance, but they've been failing to get that. So EmpowerBank was formed to ensure that each and every one of you in the community, as long as you are 18 years and above, you are assisted financially. Okay. Bank opened its doors in Harare in July, and then we opened the Bulawayo branch in December last year. We are failing you, but it's been about 3 months. So we are operating from Exchange Building. For those that would want to visit us, it's a shop called Takawira. All right. So EmpowerBank has got a number of products that are there to assist the people. Our challenge is we don't have that finance to start needs that boost. EmpowerBank is here to assist. So I'll take this chance to and please listen attentively. I'm going to ask 1 or 2 questions. Presentation to go in vain. And also we wouldn't want you to go home what we are all about and how you can benefit.
Sabanan. My task is EmpowerBank and the products that we offer. But nzacela ukuthi nimvumele ukuthi ngikhiphe tie because nxa ngikhuluma labantu abayi-age yami okwethayi lokhu kuyamphambanisa. So ngiyafuna sixoxisane. Kungabi ngani ngingutitsha ngikhuluma lama-students but ngikhuluma labantu abayi-age group yami and sifuna ukubonisana. So ngifuna limvumele ukuthi ngikhiphe tie. Kulungile. Okay. Ntokozo talked about what EmpowerBank is and what we are trying to do with EmpowerBank, the goal or the mandate that is behind why EmpowerBank was formed. But we do know that sometimes when something is formed, it has got a mandate, but sometimes to try and bring it to achieve our goals that should be achieved, or those goals are not achieved. Hence why maybe we engage in our partnerships, Labo Youth Invest, so that if the bank, Kutiwa Bank Yama Youth, it should be able to serve the youth. And we should be able to go down to the youth, find out why no one has opened an account yet at EmpowerBank. Find out why no one here has accessed a loan at EmpowerBank. Those are things that we should remain in check with so that e-bank achieves its mandate at the end of the day. Right. I'll go straight into the services that we offer or the products that we offer at EmpowerBank. At EmpowerBank, firstly, we offer accounts, right? And these are savings accounts, right? What does one need to open an account at EmpowerBank? To open an account at EmpowerBank, you need, I can say 4 things. 1, you need 2 passport-size photos, right? Secondly, you need a copy of your certified ID or driver's license. Thirdly, you need a proof of residence. And then last, Lastly, our initial account opening deposit is $5. This can either be paid via cash, swipe, or EcoCash. Then when we come to indaba proof of residence, we've noticed that most of the time, nxa sifuna ukuvula accounts with these other institutions, indaba proof of residence iyasihlupha because babefuna proof of residence which is in our name. But as young people, we do not own any property, asila property visa thina. So how do you go about the proof of residence? Nxa uhlala lo mzali ungwako Dube indlu ingeka baba ibiza yena, but lawo isibongo ngesika baba. You bring a water bill, you bring a ZESA bill, you bring a telephone bill, and along with that you bring a copy of a long birth certificate. That will show the link between the owner and you, because ubaba uyabe appear lapha ku birth certificate. Or nxa urenta somewhere kumbe indlu inyomuntu who doesn't have isename efanana leyakho, you can get that person to write an affidavit for you, whereby they are confirming that you stay in that property, and the affidavit lay iyedindwa ngaphi emapholiseni. Or on and get incwadi either from a local school, clinic, or from umfundisi affirming that wena uhlala, that is also acceptable as proof of residence. And then the account you absuvulile lati EmpowerBank. Singavula ama accounts at kuma accounts is really not much. Nyakona singathola kuyi $10 kwami ejikela ku account. Ngithola kuyi $5 kwami ejikela. Next month ngiyithola si $3. Next month ngithola kuthiwa vele mina yimese ngikolota ibank $5. So next month we are 6% accounts. 6% as we are starting, we're trying to encourage that aspect of saving and that aspect of saying imali yethu imele izale bank. Sizalwa sasitshela sikhula sasitshelwa ngabazala, but thina in our generation we've never experienced that. So we're trying to bring back that and to also have a saving vehicle for young people. At least la ukwanisa ukugcina imali yakhe ebank uyithole ingadliwanga and you get something from saving a bank. I'm done with opening an account at EmpowerBank. That's the first step. So I expect to get next time nomqel ungas afford the opportunity ukuthi sibuye. Those abazahluleka ukubuya ebranchini, at least sibuye ngapha lathi sizobavulela ama accounts. Uthi at least la umuntu bele account ebiza wena. Because even I think nxa ngumjita nxa ufika lapha nema shops noma i-account i-card lakho lingela mali, but la ungapho ungikhanya ukhipha i-debit card, so usungathola lawe something. So at least sonke simele sibe lani lama accounts. Right. I'm done with i-account opening. Next I'll come to indaba yama loan. Ngifuna ukuthi nxa ngixoxisana ngama loan esilawo EmpowerBank, you jot down as many questions as you have, because lami as a young person I've experienced situations whereby I'm addressed or I'm told about a loan facility which is said to be for young people, but at the end of the day kubale so many challenges for me to get that funding. So at the end of the day, in as much as the product is said to be mine, ngisuka ngikhambe nginga understand the product or how I can benefit from that product. So ngifuna ukuthi ngixoxela our products and what we offer. Limbuze imbuzo as much as you can. Interrogate the products that we have and the system in place, so that if there are things that we should change as a bank so that the actual people can benefit, sihambe siyelungisa. So the first loan product that I would want to talk about, or maybe where I'll start from, is to say our loan products they cater for mainly three groups: individuals, groups, and companies or organizations. Individuals, groups, and companies or organizations. I'll start off with individuals. As an individual, you have got the liberty or the opportunity to access three types of loans. One, a salary-based loan. Two, a business loan. Three, a consumer loan. Salary-based loan, what do we mean? We mean that now uvukela somewhere and uvukela khona bekubhadala ule pay slip, you can access a loan based on that pay slip. Ukuthi mina ngiyasebenza ngiyamukela $300 and ngifuna ukuya ebank ngizothatha i-loan based on effectivity at the end of the month I'll be coming to pay something from my salary. You can access a personal loan in that way. But I think what really concerns us as young people, given that our economy is an economy where we've tried to go to school, or abazali bazamile ukusifundisa as much as they can. Now, you are looking for a job, you cannot find a job. Or even if you are employed, the amount of money that you are earning is really not enough for you to be able to assist endlini, kumbe even to also move out as an individual. That's the economy that we're living in. So the only option that we have is to try and come up with some projects, some ideas as young people that can help us raise money. Which is what brings me to the second product Tesla, which is Yama business loans. So for you to be able to access a business loan, to be practical, you should have a business idea. Right? When we talk of a business idea, akulaza ukuthi kule business idea evunywayo, le business idea eyalwayo. You can have the idea yakho wena eyokuthi nxa uxoxela umakhelwane yakuthi why ufuna ukudlalisa isikhathi. But as an individual, when you know that if I am given the resources for this particular project that I want to push, I'll be able to make it in life. Meaning that a project yakho wena, it might range from agriculture, it might go into kufungenza inkukhu, ukulima imbida, it might be mining, it might be starting up a dance group, it might be going into IT, whatever it is. Ideas are vast, and the only person only power to push that idea because when you are the one who's conceived that idea. So first of all, I want to start off by saying there is a particular project that we are funding. At the end of the day, we fund a project that's able to generate revenue, one, to pay back the loan, and two, to enable you ukuthi noma i-loan usuyibhadalile lawe usale usenza i-business yakho ukhula. So for business loans, what is required? The first thing that is required, i-account services vulile i-account, sesidlulile ku-account. Next, what do we want? We want a project proposal. Indaba le kumbe inyamazana le kuthiwa i-project proposal, you find that many a times that's what actually limits people from being able to get funding. Because you're a project proposal and a project proposal, or you don't even know what you should include in that project proposal. And then sometimes we end up sitting on our ideas because we don't know how to put down our ideas and make it become a project proposal. There's a template that we have designed at EmpowerBank. It's just a two-page template. A summary of what a project proposal should include. But imbonile ukuthi nginga photocopy amaphepha lawo bemanengi ngilinike ngithi sengiqedile ngendaba ye proposal ngiyabe ngayenzanga lutho. So mina ngifuna ulixoxela I project proposal ukuthi what do we want in a project proposal. Mina as a young person, I think forgive me, mina as a young person I love being in touch with reality. Nxa ngikhuluma nge project proposal mina ngizibonela njengendlela yokukhombisa. Right. Nxa ukhombisa ufuna wena indaba yakho isuke kuwe ihambe to the other part, which is the same thing what we're doing here. You want to bring an idea from you to the bank, and you want to be able to convince the bank that my idea is viable and it's also bankable. Right. So you should be able to clearly communicate what you want to do and convince the bank that if you invest in my project, is a batala at the end of the day. Because as Untokozo stated, what we have at EmpowerBank is a fund. Silemal. But imali le yimali emeli incedise person A, incedise person B, incedise person sonke si benefit from that fund. But nxa person A ezaboleka imali le eyekela ukuyibhadala, it means that the next person cannot get assistance from that fund. So hence why sometimes when umuntu engabuya uyabebona ngani siyamumisela, but the approach that we have tina approach yokuncedisana, so that at the end of the day the project that we're funding is able to pay back and also the next person is assisted. So ku project proposal, what do you have to include? Firstly, you've got to tell us some details about yourself and your business. Usitshele wena ukuthi uhlala ngaphi, usitshele wena ama contact details akho ukuthi utholakala ngaphi. That's the introduction lay, where you're telling us about yourself and your business, where your business is located and where you're operating from. And then nextly from there, I need you to tell us a business overview. When I'm talking about a business overview, I'm saying ukuthi nxa uhlezi wena endlini and you are saying mina mfuna ukufuya inkukhu, there is a gap osuyibonile wena in the market where you'll be able to ukukhulisa inkukhu zakho uzingenise. So ku business overview, I want you to unjele ukuthi wena, why do you want to go into that business? Iliphi gap olibonileyo that you want to be able to maximize on. If you are saying you want to go into inkukhu zamaqanda, wena usunotisile ukuthi after ama ratings maybe that happened lapha eNkulumane, i-main store yavalwa and kathesi abantu abasela ndawo abangathenga khona amaqanda, abantu sebehamba e-town besiyalanda iqanda eli-1. So mina ngibona ngani ngakhulisa inkukhu ezamaqanda ngizibeke la ngithengisele ama-shops, I'll be able to assist the community and I've got a market that I have targeted. So basically you are making sense, you are explaining to us why you want to go into that business. Does it make business sense? From there on, we are moving on to a sales and marketing plan yako. In a sales and marketing plan yako, you are basically telling us how will you then go about marketing your product and how will you go about selling your product. Maybe I should have also notified you ukuthi i-project proposal akulandawo ebhalwe khona lapho ukuthi mele ibhalwe ngesikhiwa. E-ofisini ngale we've dealt with project proposals ezibhalwe ngesindebele, ezibhalwe ngesishona. Because at the end of the day, you must be able to express yourself in the language that you feel comfortable in, so that the idea yakho iphume iyiyo. So noma ungabhala ngesindebele, noma ungabhala ngeshona, noma ungatypa, noma ungabhala ngezandla, it does not add more value or decrease the value of your project proposal. You are basically communicating what you want to communicate. So, on aspect number 3, ngikhuluma sales and marketing plan, whereby we're saying you're telling us about your channels. Ukuthi wena uzawuthengiselanga. First of all, how will you market your products? Uzahamba door to door utshela abantu ukuthi this is what I'm doing, or you make use of your social media, where you will post on your Facebook page, on your WhatsApp page, or where you go on Instagram or on Twitter, umbuza photocopy ama flyer or distribute, or you make posters. All that indlela zokumarketa. So you tell us how you go about marketing your product. And also we also want to know ukuthi uzathengisela ubani, because ungakhulisa inkukhu, after sikhulisile inkukhu uzimarket but uswele umuntu okuthengisela. So we also need you to tell us ukuthi wena inkukhu zakho uzazithengisela ubani. And nxa ngisithi uzazithengisela ubani, I mean not really nje ukuthi maybe you've got ama contracts, maybe labo choppies, labo spa. You might also say when your target market is a church. Ukuthi a church uyakwazi wena a church kulabazalwana abayi100, wena ukhulisa inkukhu eziyi25. So ngiyeke wena uswele ukuthi abazalwana abayi100 behluleke ukuthenga inkukhu zakho eziyi25. That's right. So you've told us about part number 4. I want you to tell us about business. Ukuthi who are you going to be working with? If farming uzikhulisela impida yakho, I need you to tell me ukuthi uyabehlakulela impida yankhona mbani. If you are saying you're going to be working on a big field, uzaqhatsha yini abantu, kumbe are you going to do it alone? Abantu labo baqhatshileyo, are you going to pay them? How are you going to go about it? Uyenza wedwa, kumbe li2, kumbe li3. That's what you're telling us in your what? In your operating and management section. Uthi you're just telling us ukuthi usebenza lobani. Right. And then from that section, the last section engabe mfuna mina unjele ngayo, ngama financials akho. Usually when we talk about financials, it becomes difficult for people because we're now thinking, accounts leana esayibalekelayo ku form 4, yes ifunakala lapha ku project proposal. But I mean, I've always, as a loan officer myself, I've always tried to explain to our clients abuyayo in the simplest way. In ukuthi mina nxa mbuya kuye mfunga uboleka $10, nsithi mina $10 leyi nzakubisela isi $15. One, uzafunga uba kwazi ukuthi $10 le mfunga uyenzani. And two, uzafunga uba kwazi ukuthi sengenze ngizayenza malini to be able to give you back your money isile profit. Basically, that's what our financials, a summary of what our financials are. If when uzabuye bank uboleke $100, mina I want to know ukuthi nxa senguboleke $100, awusoze uyenze ini $80 because ungayenze $80 sokule nkinga. Because mina ngithethe $100 esikhwameni ngiyakunika wena usuyenze $80 manje uthi sikuhambise sesidlalisa isikhathi phela la. So what I want you to do ngama financials is for you to tell me ukuthi how are you going to use the money, how much are you going to make, how are you going to pay the bank back, and wena lawe uzasala ule malini. Those are my financials. When ungabuya uboleke $100 uthi ufunga mngoda amaput awe $100, uzafunga ubuya uthengisa iputi eli1 at $1.50. It means that at the end of the day your total sales will be $150. Of that $150 uzathatha wena i120 umbisele wena uzasala le $30 yakho. Ama financial services qedile. What done with our financials? Most of the time, kukhulunywa ngendaba break even analysis, cash flow statement, income statement, balance sheet. All that is language, but mina when I look at financials, mfunga uba kwazi ukuthi ngakuboleka imali uzakwanisa ukumbhadala, because at the end of the day, imali lana sifunga uyiboleka lo makhelwane. So hence why I need to know that. As simple as that, sengiqedile nge-project proposal. I'm done. That's a project proposal. It can be 1 page, it can be 2 pages, it can be 3 pages, but as long as you've covered all those things, it's done. The same way nxa uhlangana lo muntu uzazi-introduce uthi wena ngubani, uzi-introduce uthi uvela ngaphi, umtshela ukuthi ngikhaya sibangaki, usumtshela lawe ukuthi esikhwameni ule malini, njalo uthi ufunani kuye, njalo laye uza-benefitani engaku-entertainer. You are done with your project proposal. Sesidlulile. After you've drafted a project proposal yakho, usubuya layo kithi ngalo sister guys, this is what I want to do. Ngithe first sesivulile i-account. Secondly, you've drafted your project proposal to say this is what I want to do. Or maybe what I can do is ngizafuna maybe sihambe maybe sile example esihamba ngayo. Maybe sihamba nge-example yenkukhu. Ukuthi suvukele wazovula i-account wabuya wadraft any project proposal yakho ukuthi ufuna uyenza inkukhu eziyi-50 uzazithatha ezinye uzabuya uzosithengisela ema-shops lapha ezinye uzazihambisa e-church ezinye kule enye ibhutsha elapha eNkulumane ozahambisa khona usubhala i-proposal yakho usubuya kithi ususinika. The first thing that I'll also do is I want to come and see lapho ozasebenzela khona, because usungangithengisela phela imoto engelamaviri. So lami mfunga ubuya ngizobona izilukhu zakho wena othi zikhona nxa uthe zikhona, o nxa wena usithi kulomhlabathi ufuna uqala uyakhe izilukhu usufaka inkukhu, ngifuna lami kuzobona umhlabathi wangikhona ukuthi endlini bakunikile yini imvume yokuthi ufake yini izilukhu lapha and uyenze inkukhu. So we also take leverage as loans officers to come and visit indawo lapho ufuna ukusebenzela khona umbonise, because sometimes nxa ubhale ephepheni, we usually as young people we have problem yokuthi people judge us ukuthi ngabhale ephepheni umuntu yathi acho muzakwanisa ukwenza lokho, but when you come to the ground and show me on the ground what you want to do, it gives me a better understanding of into ofuna ukuyenza. So after we've done our site visit, lathi sesibonisana ukuthi laphana but ema shops ofuna ukufaka khona abasoze bekuthathela be city council, did you try and get authority to be able to sell from them? So that's also why we actually come and do in a visit. And then after we've done the visit, semphenduka mina officeini sengenza i-assessment yami to see ukuthi onjengise khona lokusephepheni kuyahambelana. But then lastly, on ama business loans, kulento okuthiwa i-collateral. Yes, chayelela phansi kakhulu. Kumbe sometimes we are sold ama loans and indaba ye-collateral is not addressed. So mfuna zikhulume ngendaba ye-collateral. I think ngesintu sithwani isibambiso, right? What is collateral? In the traditional sense, nxa kukhulunywa ngendaba ye-collateral, kuyabe kuthiwa when the bank gives you money, you should be able to seed something to the bank ukuthi bank layo isale ibambile, so that wena ungahluleka ukubhadala ibank iyathengisa ithathe imali yayo from there. In the traditional sense, that's what a collateral is. Noma ungavula i-dictionary lami engalibhala kuthiwa Collins English Dictionary, that's the definition ephiweyo a collateral. But for me, that is not what collateral is, or I don't want us to view collateral in that sense, because if as young people we view collateral in that sense, it means asoze siboleke imali, because maybe wena okubiza wena isicathulo sakho sigqokileyo khona lesi, or maybe le shirt oyigqokileyo ayiso yakho. So you find that collateral will be hard. But what is collateral? Collateral, I want us to view it as, if a bank gives you money, when I are saying this project is the one that will pay back imali engiboleke bank, I see ukuthi wena nxa ubambisa ibank something uthi linike imali thengisani lokhu lizathatha imali yenu khona la. Because if we do that as a bank, it means at the end of the day sizabamba i-TV, sizabamba izindlu, at the end of the day siyasala sile all this property esingayifuniyo, imali sihambile. Nxa siyifuna property le, we might as well take the money and go and purchase that property. So collateral is supposed to be something that motivates you and me to be able to be serious in this project. In the traditional sense, collateral my title deeds, whether our endlu or our stand, of which as young people we don't have those things. So as EmpowerBank, we've tried to open up in the collateral and say, collateral can, one, take the form in the traditional sense where you're talking about your title deeds of your houses and stands. But tina target market here to being young people, they don't have those things. So what else can we consider as collateral? Collateral can also take the form of ama movables, whereby we're saying ama electrical gadgets, or TV, or stove, or microwave, or fridge, that can also act as collateral. But also we know that as young people izinto lezi azikho. Ngiyahamba endlini ngiyetshela uMasali ukuthi Masali ngifuna ukusebenzisa i-TV as collateral. Ngingagcina sengingasadlanga ntambama because yanje uthi i-project yakho le ngayikela ukusebenza ufuna ngithengisele i-TV mntanami. Right? But what we do with our movables now is we don't take possession of them. We just come and see them, start upon some serial number, just to acknowledge ukuthi akhona. But we've also tried to open up in the collateral and say, you can also get a guarantor. By movables, in terms of movables, it can be your fridges, your stoves, your TVs. It can also be your goats and your cows. That can also be used as what? As collateral. And then you can also get a guarantor. A guarantor is basically someone who is in a position whereby you are saying project and you approach someone who is in a better financial position, who then stands in to say, I know or I'll pledge my assets in order for this person to get air assistance. So those are the three ways that we've tried to open up in the collateral. But but those three ways still you guys don't even answer how to go about in the collateral. Right. So how best can you then try and go around in the collateral? I always say we are a project yako a bank. And then my project yako a bank says that discussing the collateral. Don't say because you do not have collateral, you are not going to open an account. Because you do not have collateral, you are not going to draft a project proposal. Let's not do that. Because as young people sometimes, it's problem le yokusabela kachana. Ngono wena ubuye e bank, idea yako ifailele e bank, not ukuthi ifailele wena ungaphe Nkulumane. Because I want to say there are people that we have assisted. Abalama projects that are viable, but umtengela collateral. But you are if I fund the idea umuntu lo uzakwanisa to generate enough revenue to pay back and to even grow themselves. So today on record, let not indaba ye collateral be the reason why wena ungasoze uyenze project proposal yako. Because tina we are not funding collateral, we are funding the idea and the viability of an idea. If you wanted to fund collateral, businesses that already have these assets and these stands, but we're coming to young people because we want to fund young people. We want young people to be able to grow and move out of this poverty circle esigio And so thina sithi buya le project proposal yakho e-EmpowerBank, and we work from there. I think on business loans, I think I've touched on sengiqedile. And then the last loan that I talked about is consumer loans. With the consumer loan, we're basically saying when maybe you want to take money, not necessarily to invest in business, but maybe or you want to improve your house, or tiles endlini, or you want to just purchase a laptop and you pay back that money. That's a consumer loan, which has got nothing to do with the business. Moving on from our individual loans, I'll move on to our group loans. For our group loans, we're basically saying that as individuals, sometimes doing something alone, you might not have the courage. So you can come together as a group and open a group account. Sometimes you find that sometimes kulama group eslawo, whether amanye ngama group utleveli ngamajita kuphela, amanye ngama group awe church, amanye ngama group awesigaba. You can come together as young people and open an account. After you've opened an account, you can apply for money for a loan, and you are doing that project as a group. That is also acceptable, and we can fund that as well. A group can be anything from 2 people going upwards, as long as the constitution yenu, lile records of ama meetings eliwayenzayo. You can open an account and apply for a loan as a group. And then lastly, we're saying we are also funding our businesses. Our businesses, we're funding registered businesses and unregistered businesses. We acknowledge at EmpowerBank more than 60% of the businesses that are operating sometimes are required paperwork in terms of your tax clearance, your license, and everything like that. But are we saying should those companies not get access to funding? They should. So at EmpowerBank, we also open accounts for people that are operating companies, though being a proper registration. Why we do that is we hope one day we'll grow these people so that there will be proper documentation. And that proper documentation enables you, tender from these big companies. Now you are able to put in your tenders because now you have tax clearance, you have certificate of registration. So hence why we also open accounts for people that are not fully registered. And then also we also fund SMEs. These are your registered companies. Right, we also offer loans to them. I think in terms of the loans that we offer, I've covered all the 3 sections. I touched on accounts, I touched on loans. Lastly, I would like to talk about other services that we offer at EmpowerBank. We also offer advisory services, whereby we're saying you can come in and ask how to go about your project. You can come in and ask, no guys, in our section, really we need the assistance maybe on how to do proposals. We need the assistance on how to manage our accounts as a business, or a business that is running, but maybe we don't know how to keep proper documents, or maybe we don't know how to properly manage our business, so that letting us funding in the future, we are able to present our staff. We also offer those services, and we give ourselves in terms of the time that we have to be able to and so that these business ideas that we have, we're able to manage them, and we're able to also run them so that ikusasa ekhule, and we're able to employ other people and the whole community benefits. I think I have talked enough. So I think I've talked about our accounts, I've talked about our loans, and I've talked about our services.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, siyabonga ukulalela kwenu, ngithemba konke okuchiwo ngikholeni ukuzwakela. Anjho phela. So kuyisikhathi sokuthi sibuzane. Mina imu-head mistress wakhona. Utitsha nje seqedile. So ngifuna ukuba kwazi ukuthi abantwana bebelalele yini utitsha ekhuluma kumbe utitsha ubentshuma nje. Okay. So usitshele uthe what is the first thing ku business proposal? Ngizabamba ku business proposal because that is one thing that is very important. Like he said, into ezayenza thina sibe kwazi nje. Nga ususikhombisa lapha into ezayenza sikuvume sithi hayi kasithandaneni kumbe hayi lapha uyenza nje. So into yakuqala ayichiloyo ukuthi ikhona ku business proposal kuyini. Teacher. Abantwana. Okay, yes.
A business idea.
Sorry.
A business idea.
So ku business proposal teacher sesiqala nge business idea. Okay. Nxa sisenza I business proposal usuyi drafta lapha. Anjo. There are sections, anjo phela. There's a first section ikhuluma ngani in general. Yes.
Personal details of yourself and your business.
All right. Siyabonga singamnika something. Like he said, and the first thing, the first section that comes on your business proposal, you are basically talking about yourself. Anjo, ukuthi vele wena ungubani, who are you? It's just an introduction. Anjo phela? Yep. That's fine. For now, we're going to take questions. Yes.
While you start to have the mic, can I just ask this question and then pass it on? What's the initial interest rate on a loan? Do you have a fixed interest rate, or is it it changes with time? Is it adjustable?
Okay. Our interest rate ranges between 3 and 5%. Anjopen. Between 3 and 5% per month. Why does it range? It depends on the type of business that we are talking about. Anjo. Kulenye business lapha sibona khona ukuthi hayi lapha sesingamkhulumela umuntu lo simnegotiatele. Anjo sifike ku 3%. But our standard is 5% per month. And our repayment period too, it's between 1 month and 12 months. But it can also be extended depending now on the nature of the business. Anjopel. Another question, yes. Do we do? Yes. Part of the question again, okay. That's fine.
All right, my question goes like this. Do you do proofreading of business proposals before we come to you so that we can perfect it? Is the first question, and I've got another one on collateral part.
Let me attend the first one.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, our job is to also develop and train you. So part of the training is to tell you what our business proposal should look like. When you write it, you come to us, and then we go through it. And then we will tell you, instead of putting that, maybe you should have put this. So we'll work together to make sure your proposal is perfect. Because at the end of the day, we want your application to be successful. If your application is not successful, we will feel like we have failed you. So what we want you is that at the end of the day, when you go back home, you know where you went wrong and you correct, and then it becomes perfect. Yeah.
The second question, thank you. On collateral part, I would want to know that, is there another thing besides the collateral thing as an instrument we can just get hold of the movable properties? Like for instance, we do the monitoring valuation so that you come on weekly or bi-weekly basis to check on the project which is running, so that we can say after a week, we are going to collect a certain percentage of money, so that we can run away from the fact of getting hold of the property. For instance, to put my mom's TV on the stuff.
Okay, like he explained, collateral, guys, is not the basis of you getting a loan or not. I want you guys to get this right. And the basis of you getting a loan is the viability of your project. Are we clear? So don't be scared to come to us because of this animal called collateral. Right. We will not measure your business based on the collateral you are bringing. Because being practical, like Colin said, as youth we have nothing. This is why we want to come to the bank for assistance. Right. Come to us with your project. I don't know if you saw us on TV yesterday. We were launching our bank on Tuesday. Did you hear what our board chair said? You didn't? Okay. He mentioned an issue where we can waive a collateral. We have got a fund, 50,000. guys, that is set aside for viable projects, for individuals who are coming to us and saying, we don't have collateral. Clear? So come with your project and come fast. You never know. You could be that one of the people, abaza benefita from the 50,000, where we are saying you are coming with your brilliant idea and you don't have collateral, but we will give you the fund.
Thank you.
Other than that, he also mentioned that the property does not necessarily have to be in your name. And collateral is not to say we are punishing you or anything. It's just a commitment. Because once you know that your item is on the line, you will work hard to make sure you pay it. But it's not basis for you getting or not. Okay, I'll take another question. Yes.
Thank you. I have two questions, basically. I want to ask if I am able to connect my card with PayPal, if there are debit cards, stuff like that.
Okay, we have got debit cards. We are not yet rolling them out because we are still finalizing, we're at the finalizing stage, but you're definitely going to have debit cards for the account.
But will we be able to connect those debit cards with PayPal?
To PayPal?
Yes.
That I cannot confirm for now.
Okay.
Yes, but once you have an account, any developments, we will be updating you.
Thank you.
Okay.
The other question is that in the process of engagement, I think there must be some business information protection. Do you have any non-disclosure agreements that we enter into?
Okay, if I get you right, you are trying to say you've got your proposal that you bring to us, and you would like your proposal to be protected. Yes. Okay, one thing about us is we are very authentic. We've had situations where people tell us, how safe are our projects? Won't you take our projects and take them to other people or use them yourselves? No, no, no. We won't do that, because if we do that, we have failed as a bank. If we expose your project and give it to another person, we have failed. We are not meeting our mandate. So there is no patent per se from the bank side to say we are protecting your document, but you are free to do that yourself. You are free to get your copyright, if I'm right, or the patents, am I correct, to protect your document. But if you are not yet comfortable to leave your documents with us, it's fine. But you'll miss out on the 50,000.
I think on the patenting, actually it's on the later stage, and it's actually expensive to do that. But the basic, just a non-disclosure agreement is something which is very cheap actually.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's
maybe Colin can respond to that.
Yes.
Okay. It's a very, very good question, because I think I've also noticed that the reason why most young people sit with their ideas is because they fear that if I disclose my idea, it might be shut down, and then ikusasa semboni idea yami isilapana, and I haven't benefited from it. So what I always say, she talked about the intellectual property, registering of intellectual property. I think it's expensive.
Actually, it's quite expensive to do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think I'll talk to Ave Youth Invest, and they also organize a platform where they can bring someone who can tell us about intellectual property. But Mina, from what I've gathered, I think that's not even expensive at all.
I think okay.
Intellectual property, because I think when you have an idea which is yours, personally I believe no one can bring it out like you. But for you to be able to monetize it, and so that no one steals the idea from you, register it. Contribution.
I think sukhulumile vision oyabulayo when you are coming up with your business and that project processing trust me, they can never pull it out the way you pictured it. And they don't have that vision and that passion for it. So even if you don't protect, when it's all about your will, that willingness, and then the other thing, on patenting, and it's not about really going to patent with my lawyers. Nowadays, kulama websites where you upload your stuff, the idea is you are able to prove ukuthi I'm the original owner. Even in music, umuntu angayenza ingoma ahle ayifake ku YouTube, you are saying this is mine, so that when if you copy it and release after, even when you are suing usiye court, they are saying mina ngayifaka at this date, so it's mine because when you had to produce it later. So it shouldn't cost you. Of course, unless if you want to really go deeper, ususiya kuma lawyers. But as long as you put it somewhere where you can prove I'm the original owner.
Thank you very much. That's true, because usungafuna wena ukufa le idea yakho usendlini usithi bazantshontshela. But trust me, njengoba ekhulumile, your idea umuntu noma ngayithatha, they can never bring it out the way that you would have brought it out, and they can never have the same passion for it ngendlela wena olayo.
Answered? Okay. Maybe 2 more questions. Okay, ma'am, at the back.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to ask, let's say you are done with your business proposal, then you submit it. How long does it take for you to respond and send the money or facilitate the loan?
Okay, our processing period ranges between from the day you bring up to 7 days. We are going to look at your project. We are going to engage you with the project. If there are amendments or if there are additions, we are going to visit you as well to see where you intend to operate, etc. So the answer is we take a maximum of 7 days to process.
Okay, do you have a minimum amount that you give and maximum amount?
The minimum is $100. Then the maximum is as much as you want. As long as your project requires that much, and as long as it won't be too much for you to repay back.
Okay, thank you. Sorry to add on.
Yes.
Do you have different accounts? Like, do you categorize your money into RTGS, US dollar, or rand value?
Okay, currently we still have one type of account, which is the RTGS bond. We are looking into having different accounts, yes, but for now we only have the RTGS bond.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. One more question.
I wanted to ask, how do you address the Ishama uncertainties? For example, if I invest on a project, it's just an example, maybe ngenze a hectare of maize endaweni enjengaseLupane, and then my crops get attacked by elephants or something like that. How do you address such issues, uncertainties?
Okay, some disasters which are beyond your control, like it could be your death, or it could be that natural disaster you're mentioning about. They are covered. Your loan is insured, so it's covered.
Okay, and then area, like how far do you go?
We are not limited. We can go to Pinga. As long as it's within Zimbabwe, we can go. Okay. I'll just take one last question from the lady, and then we wrap it up.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to ask, you said you want to see where I intend to do my business and all that, right?
Yes.
So currently I only have a business plan and I want to write a business proposal, right? Suppose I've written the business proposal, and where actually I intend to work on, I haven't finalized that, right? So will that affect me negatively?
Okay, I'll try and answer you in 2 ways. First of all, it won't affect you. Not having a place set up already will not affect your loan being approved, because we understand they are startups. you probably don't have anyway. But we are simply saying your proposal should indicate all these things. It's a plan that is detailed. A plan where if we give you money right now, you are able to execute and do everything. If it means ukuthi your business needs you to rent somewhere, it means you have done your investigation and found places that could be ideal for your business. That when you're given the money right away, you are able to pay the rentals and start. You're getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes. So it will not stop your business just because you don't have a place set up yet. But we are saying in your proposal, such should be there. It's not something that you should start thinking about when you've been given the money.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So thank you so much, guys. It's been a pleasure talking to you and engaging you. And we look forward to your visits to us at the branch or your invites again. So we are free to come anytime as long as our schedules allow to come and to address you and to answer all your questions. Because remember, we are your bank and we are there because of you. So it would be very, very sad for Donald, Colin and myself having spent this time with you and not have a single person at least apply and have their project funded. It would be really sad, eh? Imagine hearing that, because our next stop now is in Geta. Imagine hearing that 5 people from Geta have received loans. Sebelama projects abayenziwayo, and then you guys, there's nothing in Nkulumane. You would have failed us, and that means we would have failed, Anjo. Okay, so Youth Invest is coming back in 2 weeks, but for someone who's saying 2 weeks is too far, I would like to open an account now. Free. You can come to our branch, open an account. While you wait, you have your account number. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Talk about love, talk about trust, talk about forever, baby, talk about us. I give you my word, stick to my guns, believe me when I say it, baby, it's just begun. You don't understand.